Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're just tuning into this channel for the first time, my name is Ukrn. I am a cardiothoracic nurse currently practicing in the United Kingdom. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe and the like button to keep me motivated and going. Yes, hit the subscribe button. So in today's video, I'll be telling you everything you need to know about becoming a registered nurse in Australia. So it's no longer news that more and more nurses are migrating from the United Kingdom to Australia and of course to the United States. Yes, the United States. That's the dream of every nurse, to be in the United States, except for me. I don't dream to be in the United States. I don't want to be there because I feel like it's a very wide environment and unsafe. And yeah, Australia on the other hand is a much safer environment for me. Anyway, there's lots of things for me to explore in Australia. So personally, Australia is a destination of choice for Ukrn. Anyway, I know that lots of Nigerian nurses are interested in migrating to Australia. Some of them have applied already to the National Midwifery Board of Australia, but were rejected for reasons. A lot of reasons I'll be discussing. I'm going to be making lots and lots of videos about this whole Australian journey, so bear with me. This will just be the part one because it's a whole lengthy process. I cannot discuss all of them in just one video. So back to the whole process. First things first, you need to have a BNSC to start this whole process, and then the first step to becoming a registered nurse in Australia would be applying to CGFNS. Yes, I'll be dropping the link. I'll be dropping the CGFNS link in the description box, so please don't forget to check it out. And also, if you're applying to CGFNS, you need to specifically apply to CGFNS New Zealand, because you know we also have CGFNS for the United States. So you'll be applying specifically to CGFNS New Zealand. And then the documents you need to submit to CGFNS is 2 identity documents, which could either be your biometric resident permit, your international passport, your marriage certificate, or whatever government issued identity document that you have. And then you need to submit references for all the places you've worked. For me, I only submitted references from the major places I worked because it costs a lot of money to start submitting references from all the places you've worked, because your referees will need to send these documents back to CGFNS directly. The reference wouldn't come from you. You won't be the one to mail it to CGFNS. So each referee will mail it separately to CGFNS. If it comes from you, it won't be accepted. So what I advise people to do in this process, to just submit maybe 2 or 3 references from the major places that you've worked, where you gained the most experiences. That's what I did. You also need to have had at least 2 years of experience. But don't worry, even if you've not had up to 2 years of experience, let's say you already have 1 year and 6 months of experience, you can begin the process. By the time you finish, you would have had 2 years of experience, of course. So that's not an issue. Then the next document you need, you'll be needing your registration documents. So you need a verification from the National Midwifery Council of Nigeria, and wherever you've worked, wherever else you've practiced except aside Nigeria, you need verification from those those nursing councils. For the UK, it's a very swift thing. Once you just apply through NMC online, within seconds they'll just send the verification. But of course, for National Midwifery Council of Nigeria, it takes a couple of weeks. But thank God that I think I saw a circular sometime last week that they're moving the whole process online. So I think it will actually be very fast, swift, because yes, we want the process to be swift. Anyway, so after that, you need your English language, IELTS, OET, Pearson VUE, English test. But the good news is, as a UK registered nurse or a US nurse or Canada nurse or wherever you find yourself aside Nigeria, CGFNS will waive this English test for you. I don't know about any other country, but I am especially sure about that of the UK because I work in the UK and they waived it for me, and some of my colleagues and friends who also applied, English tests was waived for them. So after CGFNS have collated all your documents, of course that's their job, to collate your documents, they'll issue you a report, and then it's left for you to either accept or decline the report. So if you go through the report issued to you and everything is correct, sorry, I left one very important thing out. You need to submit transcripts from your educational institutions, all the schools that you've been through. You need to submit the transcript to CGFNS. Yes. So what I advise people to do in this process is, because it takes a longer time to get the transcripts from the universities. If you're a nurse who have gone through the School of Nursing and the post-basic route, I usually advise just submit your transcript from your School of Nursing and then from your post-basic school. That's it. Forget about the BNSC. I'll tell you when you need it. Actually, for this stage, you don't actually need it for this stage. So after you submitted all of this to CGFNS will then issue you a report. And then with this report, if you accept it, they'll send the report to the Nursing Council of New Zealand. And upon receiving the report from CGFNS, the Nursing and Midwifery Council of New Zealand will reach out to you and then tell you to apply for a fit to work. The link to apply for the fit to work will be contained in the email that the Nursing Council of New Zealand will send to you. So you apply for a fit to work, which is more like a criminal investigation check to check if you've had a criminal history in all the countries that you've lived in. And once you go through the fit to work and it's cleared, then you will get your New Zealand license, which is the first step to becoming a nurse in Australia. This process, it takes patience, it takes a lot of time, it costs money. Yes, it costs me money. I think I'll be making a whole different video and give you a breakdown of how much I spent in this process. So it actually requires process. It's not as fast as that of UK, where you have to just write your IELTS, write your CBT, and boom, you apply for a job and you're in the UK. No, the Australian process is much slower and you require 100 degrees of patience. So I also need to tell you that to apply for this Australian license, unfortunately, they don't accept applications directly from Nigeria, or directly, if you apply with this Nigerian certificate directly to the board, you will not be accepted, because I don't think that they recognize our qualifications from Nigeria. So that is why people go through the New Zealand route, because there's something called the Trans-Tasman Mutual Recognition. It's a kind of agreement between the Australian and the New Zealand government. So if you're a registered nurse in New Zealand and you apply to Australia, you'll be issued a license. If you're a registered nurse in Australia and you applied to New Zealand, you'll be issued a license, provided you meet the requirements from both nursing councils. So yes, there's a whole lot of reason why I will be leaving the UK to Australia. Firstly is the wage. Yes, Australia pays better. I won't be telling you how much my employers in Australia offer to pay me, but yes, it's 2 to 3 times more compared to what I earn in the UK. So yes, also the work ethic in Australia is better. In the UK, it's actually 12-hour shifts per day, but in Australia, it's 8-hour shifts, and you also earn better. Yes, they offer you better to work less hours. No, it's actually 38 hours in a week work in Australia, but for me, working 8 hours in a day is the in thing for me. I actually don't like the 12-hour shift because it makes me it stresses me out and makes me look old. I want to look young. I'm still young. Anyway, so Australia has better weather compared to the whole UK winter, spring, summer, and all of that stylish kind of weather. So I feel like Australian weather is more like Nigerian weather, sort of. So yes, I'll be more comfortable there. It's also a much safer environment for me to be in. So I'll make a different video as well to tell you the benefits of relocating to Australia as a nurse. And don't forget that Australia is also offering nurses permanent residencies. Or yes, they offer you permanent residency from the beginning. Unlike the UK that gives you the tier 2 to work for 5 years and hustle for the ILR, indefinite leave to remain. Australia is issuing this to you and telling you, come, I'll give you permanent residency. And they even give it to you before you even get there and all of that. And yes, you become a permanent resident. So why not? So who don't like better thing? Yes, I will go Australia because I like better thing. Anyway, So if you have any question about this process, please don't forget to leave your questions in the comment sections, and I will be attending to them. And yes, see you in the next video. Thank you so much.